back to the first day of your sophomore year of high school. Second period PE with Mr. Parker, the teacher that you were hoping to get. This relieved feeling comes over you, now knowing that this will be an easy year for you. You then proceed to check in with Mr. Parker to let him know you're present. Then you leave to go walk around campus with your friends for the remainder of the hour. Flash forward to the end of the school year. You're on your way to pick up your final report card in your 6th period class. You finally get to class and the teacher hands you the report card. You open it and quickly glance down at the letters in order. B+, B+, A-, A, B, and C-. You receive a B+ in PE after being absent for more than 9 days and tardy at least 11 times. That's not including the numerous times you pulled the check-in and leave set. But hey, that's another year of PE done and over with for you, and now you're one step closer to graduating. Believe it or not, this scenario is actually too common in many California high schools today. Students sliding by their physical education requirements one way or another. That is why today we are proposing that the physical education requirements in California high schools be strengthened altogether. We will mention the words quality and quantity throughout this proposal. So to define quantity, I'll start off by giving you the current PE requirements that are active in California. According to the California State Board of Education policy, under Education Code Section 51222 and 51225.3, the physical education minutes required are, for secondary grades, which is 7th through 12th grades, minimum of 400 minutes every 10 days. Furthermore, the intent of these education code sections is to have daily physical education available in all grade levels and the equivalent of 2 years of physical education required for all high school. Now to define quality. Quality's dictionary definition is general excellence of standard or level. Here, when we refer to the quality, we are referring to the current and insufficient system of physical education in comparison to the actual standards set by the California State Board of Education. One of the ideas that was brought up in this scenario was that Mr. Parker was not only already has the reputation of being a passing teacher, but also that maybe Mr. Parker does not put in an effort for some reason. A huge problem that California schools are facing, not only statewide but nationwide, which should be known, is budget cuts. However, what you may not know is that a lot of these cuts are heading straight for spending on physical education. So what is the school solution to this, you may ask? Well, first off, they end the hiring for licensed PE teachers for the only reason that they are paid at higher salaries. Instead, they look to English, math, or Spanish teachers to maybe take on 1 or 2 of the PE classes and vice versa. According to an article in the McClatchy newspapers from the Washington Bureau by Rob Hodokainen, the Franklin Pierce School District cut its budget by $350,000 when it ordered its certified PE staff to teach other classes, eliminating 7 PE positions. This just shows how little the urgency school puts on the rising obesity rate of children and teens in the U.S. Later on in the same article, Hodokainen states that the state mandates 2 health and fitness credits to graduate from high school, but schools are free to exempt students from participating in physical education. This is the second major issue we are facing when it comes to the quality of physical education requirements in California high schools. And where are we to look for this? 6th period sports programs. It is true that one sport does not last an entire year, so some physical education requirements are still to be met. However, many schools are turning to off seasons where they so-called practice or train for the regular season. This would be a fantastic idea if it actually went on. How many times have you gone out to your off-season soccer class and just kicked the ball around a few times, stood around, talked to your teammates until while the supposed coach was nowhere to be found after taking roll? The real issue here is that California offers too many exemptions from the physical education requirements where teams end up getting little to no exercise and still pass. Our final claim is simple. Referring back to the scenario mentioned, our student passed the class after 9 absences and 11 tardies. According to a sample conducted by the CDC's Youth Risk Behavior Surveillance System, 30% of adolescents who are enrolled in a PE class attend 5 days in an average week when in school. But yet, these students are still fulfilling their requirements and even graduating with the rest of their classmates. This is where the government needs to step in and crack down on the quality versus the quantity. Lisa Rocose, a state's program supervisor for health and fitness education, stated when questioned about the procedures of carrying out physical education requirements, "We do not track who is in compliance or who provides waivers. Not even a state supervisor for health and fitness education carries out these so-called requirements that they put into action." So our proposal here is that we enhance the quality of teaching in PE classes by simply hiring licensed PE teachers and not English teachers. We eliminate the quantity, being all the loopholes and exemptions, and focus back on the overall quality. And finally, we impose some sort of requirement that forces schools to turn in a quarterly report on attendance to the California Board of Education so that they in turn can carry out these policies and in the bigger picture do their part in putting a stop to childhood obesity in the U.S.
Now we'll wait until after all of the speeches are done. Then you can show your enthusiasm.